Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic. Today we talk about Green Jinbe, the new leader in OP11. It's a green leader, 5 life, 5k attack power, and he has the effects on the end. In the end of your turn, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, you can set one of your Fishman or Merfolk type characters as active, and also one of your Dons as active. So you always have a Don as active to use like an event, and you can protect one of your characters by setting him as active again, or if this character is a blocker, you can attack with this blocker and then set it back as active. So it's a strong effect, if you ask me. It's a strong effect, and if this card, if this leader gets some support on the upcoming sets, then I have the feeling that this will be one of the strongest green leaders in the game. At the moment, he lacks support, but if I compare this leader with Sirahoshi and Koby, so two other leaders of this set, then I would say that he's the strongest of these three. If I compare him with the other leaders of this meta, I would say he's not that strong. But I really have a feeling that this leader will do pretty well also in bigger tournaments. But we will see. We will see. So like we do every time, we will start by doing an in-depth guide. So I will show you what this leader does, what cards you play with this leader, what's the combinations, what's the tech, what's the preferred curve. Then we will check in the simulator the deck list, and finally we will see some gameplay. I have 3 games for you guys today. So again, this leader, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, so keep that in mind, you need to have 6 or less cards in your hand. You can set one of your characters, if he's a Fishman or Merfolk, and one of your Dons active again at the end of your turn. Which cards are you searching for when you mulligan? And I would say these 3 cards. So Koby, because it's a body and a searcher. Arlong, because you can play him on 3 Dons, and he can give you some time to find your tempo. Jinbe, of course, by far the best card in your deck, because on play you rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, and as activate main he can give Rush himself or another Fishman. Yeah, well you can see it's strong. It's a really strong effect, but of course you can give it only to the Fishman or Fishman and the Merfolk characters. Don't forget that. So about the gameplay, in the early stage of the game, you play bit 1, 3 Dons. You play your Searcher, you play your Arlong. Then in the mid game, you play your mid characters. So like Jinbe, like Fisher Tiger, like again Fisher Tiger, but in another art, your Arlong or the other Arlong. And between 7 and 8 Don, you have your Hody Jones, who is also one of your finishers, along with your Don Quixote Don Flamingo. And Don Quixote Don Flamingo is not only a finisher, he also freezes your opponent's characters. And we will see in our gameplay how strong this card is in this deck. To defend yourself, you have Vagabond. This is 1 cost counter, and you give one of your cards, Fishman or Merfolk, plus 3k power during this battle, and you rest one of your opponent characters with a cost 3 or less. Then we have Gum Gum Elephant Gatling. It's a counter plus 3k power to your leader. Again, I will repeat that, to your leader, not your characters, your leader. But you can also use it as a main, and you can rest one of your Don cards and rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less. Then we have our 2Ks, we have our Jinbe 2K, and we have our Hatchan 2K. So these are the cards which will defend you. We have also tech in this deck, and we have electrical Luna. So if you play against a deck with many characters between 3 and 7 cost, you play your electrical Luna and you give yourself time to finish your opponent off or just to clear his board. Combinations. We have one of the best cards in the whole game. I really like this card, the Vander Decken, the 9th, because it has a great on-play effect. You may trust one Fishman and you KO one of your opponent's rested characters, no matter how strong your opponent is. And this card costs only 2 bronze guys. And if your opponent is not rested, you can rest him by force using your Hody, your Tiger, Fishman Tiger, your Jinbe, or the other Fisher Tiger here. So don't forget this combo, it's crazy. The odd curve is your preferred curve. Why? Because you start with Koby, you search something, then you play your Arlong, then you play your Fisher Tiger, then you play your Jinbe, Hody Jones, Don Quixote, Don Flamingo, and you end the game. Or if you go second, so the even curve is like Koby, then you play one of your Arlongs, then your Jinbe, Hody Jones, and Don Quixote, Don Flamingo. About the deck list, we play, of course, 3 Arlongs, 4 of these 2k Hatsan, 3 Doffies, 2 Arlongs. This is the Arlong that you may discard 1 card of your hand, and one of your opponent's rested leaders may not attack until the end of their next turn. So the rested leader stays rested. Koby is your searcher. Vander Decken, the 9th, such a great card. You can also play 4 of them. Hody Jones, also great card. Then we play the Fisher Tiger, 5 of them. The Arlong, I would reduce this card. So this card is if your leader has a Fishman type and you have 3 or less life cards, and your opponent has 5 or more rest cards in the field, this card gains -3 cost while in hand. So this card is like a 4k, 7k, so 4 cost, 7k power, but I really don't like the fact that you need to be like 3 life or less. So I would definitely cut 2 of them and maybe add 1 more Vander Decken 9th and 1 Hody Jones or 2 other cards. Jinbe, definitely 4 of them. I wouldn't play less of these cards because it's like a crazy card. It rests 1, 5 cost or less, and then you can also give Ras to one of your characters. Fisher Tiger, it's like a TCG, but stronger. So when this character would be KO'd by one of your opponent's effects, you may trust 1 hand and rest 1 Dawn card. So you trust 1 card, you rest 1 Dawn, and then you play 1 Fishman or a Merfolk type character with a cost 4 or less from your hand. So your opponent does not want to try to kill this one or let's say KO this one because it's the KO effect. Exactly, your opponent does not want to KO this card using an effect because of what this card does. So you just, instead of this card being KO'd, you just play for free. Well, not for free, for 1 Dawn, you play 1 4 cost or less from your hand, and this card survives the effect. Jinbe, a 2k, if you don't have this card because it's a promo card, just play another 2k. Yeah, we play this one because it's searchable from Koby, but like I said, you can also replace it with another 2k. Electrical Luna, great card. If you think that you don't need that, you can also replace it with something else. And these 2 events, I wouldn't play less than 4 copies of each, because don't forget, with your Jinbe's effect, you always have 1 Dawn open in each and every turn, so you can play them, let's say, for free, because you use your Dawns and then at the end of the turn you set 1 Dawn again as active. So let's go ahead and check the games that I have prepared for you. First, we go against Koby. And we go first, we search with our Koby and we grab, of course, a Jinbe. We have a great curve because then we can play our Arlong or another Koby. This is also the possibility, but we prefer to play our Arlong so that we have another body on the field and then we attack our opponent with 6k. He gives us a 2k, which is okay, and then of course we set one Dawn back as active here. And I also use my Arlong's effect for this brand new, and he can't attack me. So he establishes 2 blockers and we have 3 Jinbes, which is more than enough, right? So now at 5 Dawn we play our Koby and we grab one, I think Arlong or the Vander Decken. What did I grab here? So I grabbed the Vander Decken here just to be prepared for a big body of my opponent. You could also grab the Arlong here and play him as well. He could be also a great option. And then of course we attack with our Koby, we attack with our Arlong, and we also attack with our leader. He attacks our Arlong here, and I was like, okay, you know what, you can have him, I don't really care. Then he plays his Hina, and he attaches also 1 Dawn to this Hina, and this is Cody Jones time. This is Cody Jones time. We attack this Hina with our Cody, and then we KO this brand new with our leader. Our opponent is now at like 4 cards, and he plays his Hibari. Unfortunately, we had way too many cards in our hand, so we couldn't use our leader's ability, which sucks, but it is what it is. And then we lose 2 of our 1 of our life as well. So now we have 2 Vander Decken. So we want to reduce also our cards from our hand. So what we do here is we use one Vander Decken. He uses his ability, and then we use the second one to KO this card of his, right? And then we have 5 Dawns, so we go 8 to 6 into this Hina, and we also have 3 Dawns open if we need them. He plays a Porcelain and a Hibari, and he goes and kills one of our Vander Decken, but we don't really care. Even with both of them dead, it's like okay for us. So we give Ras to our Jinbe, and we go and kill this Hibari and also this Porcellino, and we use also our Arlong to freeze his leader. So as you can see, we have now a Jinbe, we have an Arlong. He can't even attack us with his leader, so he immediately gives up at this point. So the second match is against Caesar. Let's see. So we go first. Let's see. We play our Koby. Oh no, he goes first. Excuse me. We go second. So we play a Koby. We grab a Jinbe, of course, and we play a second one, and we grab, let's see, an Arlong. Now, of course, it's the end of the turn, so we have 6 or less cards, so we set one Dawn as active again, and now we use our Arlong. Why? Because we want to reduce our cards in our hand, and also make sure that this Caesar can't attack. Because if he can't attack, then he can't also KO one of our characters. End of the turn, 6 cards or less in our hand, so we get one Dawn as active again. And he plays a Doffy, he places the cards, and then he attacks with his Ivankov to get 1 card. Now we play, of course, our Jinbe, we give him Ras, and we rest this Dawn Flamingo. And what we do here is, of course, we clear his board, and we set as our Arlong and our one of our Dawns again back as active. Our opponent uses his smiley and attacks us with a 7k swing and KOs our Jinbe, which is fine by me, it's okay. And we get an Arlong. As you can see, this Arlong, I don't really like this card, to be honest. So using this Fisher Tiger, we play him and then we attack immediately this smiley. He gives us 2 cards and then we attack that again with Arlong. He gives us 1 more card and then again with our leader and he gives us 1 more card. We will take that because our opponent now is down to 4 cards. He draws now 1 card in his pack at 5 cards, but it is okay because we are healthy. We have established a board and it's more than okay, I think. Now he tries to go and clear the 2 big, let's say, big characters of mine. I will not give him anything here from my hand. I would rather use my Koby to arrest 2 of his characters and now what did I do? Well, I counted my cards and I was like, should I play Arlong? But I had like more than 7 cards or more than 6 cards, so I wouldn't be able to arrest to activate one of my dons. And he using this he uses this Divine Departure to KO my Koby, but that's it for his turn. Now we use this event to defend ourselves. And let's see what we do here. I think we play our Jinbe. Of course, we play our Jinbe. And also this Arlong. This is the first time that I could play this Arlong here. And we do have some counter in our hand, so it's okay. We can defend ourselves. He will go ahead and attack me with 9k. I think I am countering that out. Yeah, I am. And now we draw into a Luna, but we do have also the Tiger. We rest his Smiley. We use our Vander Decken to KO the Smiley, and we go 7 and again 7. And I think we win here, right? Yeah, we win here. Let's go to the final game. This will be again against Koby. So we go first this time. We go first, we don't have anything. And he goes and plays the Peacock and searches, and he draws a Honesty Impact. Now we are at 3. We can play our Arlong and attack him for 6, and he takes that. Now of course we set one Don as active from our Dons, and he plays his Branu. With his Branu he draws another Peacock, and he plays the other Peacock here, and he reveals and draws a Hibari. And he attacks us with 6k. I take that because I'm okay in cards, and now I draw the first Toffee, and I was like, okay, that's the first Toffee. This is not bad at all. We are at 5 Dons, so we can't play our Jinbe, unfortunately, but what we can play here is we can attack him with with a 5k, he takes, and then we attack him with 9k, and he takes again, so he's now down to 2 life. He establishes a board. But if you see carefully, the only big character is this Hibari. Other than that, it's like peanuts, so we don't care that much. And he attacks us for 6. We give him a 2k to remain low. Now we have the Arlong. We have some plays, and we are at 7 Dons. So let's see what we decide to do here. So we decide to go with Jinbe. we rest one of his peacocks, and then we go and kill this peacock with our leader and go 9k to this Hibari in order to get some cards of his hand. And that was also a misclick here. I wanted also to unrest my Jinbe and also one of my dons, and I did it only on my dons, but it wouldn't matter anyway because he plays a Koby, and what Koby does, Koby can also attack active characters, right? So it would be okay. 5k to my leader, I'm countering that. 7k to my leader, I'm taking that. And 10k to this Jinbe. Did I counter that? Yes, I did. So I did counter that. And I was like, now we are at 9 Don, which is okay. And then we have the play. Then we have the Don Quixote Don Flamingo play, right? So what I decided here to do was to kill instantly this Koby, because for his Koby he can't use his leader's ability. So we kill this Koby, then we go 8 to this Hibari, gives us 2 cards. Then we play our Hody, and we draw another Don Flamingo. And we clear his board, guys. We clear his board, we set active one of our Jinbes and one of our Dons. And now he plays his dragon. Now he plays his dragon. And he's like, okay, let's go. I think he attacked my life and the Hody zones, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, he goes for the Hody zones, and then he attacks my life, which I take. And now the fun begins, because now we can go 5. We can go then we can go 8. And we can play our Don Flamingo, and we freeze these 2 characters. Then he plays the Honesty Impact. Exactly. So he plays the Honesty Impact, and he KOs my Doffy. And then he plays Borsalino. Now we hit him again with 5k and again with 8k. He gives us the blocker, I think. Right? He gives us the blocker, and we play the second Don Flamingo. And of course we restand our Don as well. And this is the point where you win the game, and you win the game because of this Don Flamingo, right? So he goes like 11, I think. Is that 11? Is that 12? Let's see what he does. That would be 11, because that's the +2 and the Koby. But he's like, okay, I don't wanna attack anything, right? So, and then we win because we attach everything to our Jinbe and we go for life. But you saw how strong Don Flamingo is in this deck, guys. How strong this Don Flamingo is. I really like that. I hope that you also liked the way that we played this Doffy in these games. So that was the video for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did. Share your thoughts with me. Tell me what you think about this deck list, about this leader. If you will play this leader, if you would play something differently. If you like this deck list, if you don't like this deck list, just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching.